today's video, I'll be comparing every basic unit to their evolved versions to see exactly which team is best in Toilet Tower Defense. To start things out, we'll be playing the normal Toilet Tower Defense with the normal team, and then we'll hop over to Partner Experiments for the second game. So make sure you watch until the end to see exactly how much better the evolved units truly are. And without any more waiting, let's just list out every single unit that has an evolution in the game, starting with the Speaker Ship, Headless TV Man, Cross Speaker Woman, Hunter Astro Mutant, and finally the Celestial Executioner Speaker Man. So there's our entire team of non-evolved units fully equipped out, and let's just see exactly how far we can get on Endless Mode right away. Here we go. And obviously for both of these games, we'll definitely make sure to fully auto-skip the entire time, and we'll do the exact same start as last time too. So by wave 1 we place down 2 Carrot Farmer Bunny Man, and we actually get 1 to level 2. By wave 2 we get our second one to level 2, and we place down our final farm and get that one to level 2 as well. By wave 3 we can actually get 2 of them to level 3. And finally by wave 4 we'll get our final one to level 4, and we'll get our final one to level 3 as well. Well, I guess that was our first one to level 4. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because by wave 5 we'll place down our Headless TV Man just to act as a starting unit to take care of all the early game stuff. That way we can finish focusing on maxing out the rest of our farms. In fact, there's our first farm to level 5 by wave 5. By wave 6 we can get our second one to level 5 as well as our final one to level 4. And finally by wave 7 we max out our first of 3 Carrot Farmer Bunny Man. By wave 8 though we can max out the other 2 just like so, and now we can definitely start maxing out all the other units. But real quick, let me just explain another rule, and the other rule is that I have to make sure to use every single unit that we brought with us. Meaning I can't just only place down the Executioner Speaker Man, I have to make sure to place some of the Hunters, some of the Cross, some of the Headless, and some of the Speaker Ships. And to make it even more fair, we'll place an equal amount of each, so yeah, each one will have 5 other than the Speaker Ship, which will only have 4. Just because we don't have 25 placement slots, and instead we only have 24. For starters though, we'll definitely start by maxing all of these Speaker Ships right away, for now which we'll place over this way. So there's all 4 points, and let's start upgrading them right away. So there's our first one maxed out just like that. And when maxed out, they do 2,160 damage, they have 72 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. Don't worry though, that 0-second cooldown is definitely very bugged for sure. Yeah, now we can definitely instantly max out the second one just like that. By wave 14 we can max out our third one. Oh, never mind. By wave 15 we can max out our third. And by wave 17 we fully max out our final one. Yeah, now that we've all these Speaker Ships maxed out, we can definitely start working on all the Headless TVs, but now we're 3 waves away from wave 20. And now we're only going to be 2 waves away just like that. And 1 wave away. And boom, there we go. Now we made it to wave 20, and as soon as we take out the wave 20 boss, then we'll start maxing out the Headless TV Mans. As if there's the wave 20 boss, the Mewtwo 2.0 with 192,000 out, this time dying all the way over here. Real quick before we start maxing them out though, we'll definitely place down the rest of them. So there's 2 placed, and 3, and oh, never mind, not 4. Okay, well there's our 4th and our 5th. And we can instantly max out one just like that, and when max out the Headless TV Man's doing 16,800 damage, has 72 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. We can pretty much just instantly max out the other 5 right away though, so there's 2 out of 5 maxed, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and finally 5 out of 5 by wave 23. Yeah, now that we have the Legendary and Mythic fully maxed out, we can definitely just max out all 5 of the Godlies, which will actually be placed on this corner over this way, right over this spot. So yeah, there's the 5 of the Cross Speaker Woman's placed. And there's our first one to level 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's it maxed out. When maxed out, the Cross Speaker Woman does 6,525 damage, has 45 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. Now we can definitely max out the other 5 though. Well, I guess the other 4, so there's 2 out of 5 maxed out, and 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and finally 5 out of 5 by wave 26. Nice. Yeah, now that we have 3 of the 5 of our units fully maxed out, we can definitely start working on the Hunter Astro Mutants. That which give 48 range when maxed out, so we'll also place them over this way. And yeah, now we're 3 waves away from wave 30. And now we're 2 waves away, and we have all 5 of them placed, so now it's definitely time to start maxing out one of them, starting with this one right here. And we can already get it to level 2, and now we're 1 wave away from wave 30, and we can almost get it to level 3. And boom, there we go. Now we made it to wave 30 on the dot. Still not that much has made it really too far at all, and now we can get our next Hunter Astro Mutant to level 3. But on wave 30, we obviously do have the Flying Dual boss battle, and this time died even earlier than the wave 20 boss died over here compared to over this spot this time. By wave 31 though, we can get the Hunter Astro Mutant to level 4. By wave 34, we can get it to level 5. And by wave 37, we can fully max it out. Yeah, now we're 30 waves away from wave 40, but on max stats, it does 35,200 damage, has 48 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. Now we can definitely start maxing out the other 4, which is definitely going to take quite a while, but now we're 2 waves away from wave 40, 1 wave away, and bang, there we go. Now we made it to wave 40 on the dot. Still nothing much has spawned in too crazily quite yet, but on wave 40 we do have the Glitchel as our next boss, that of which does have 1.9 million health, so there it is right there. We already got our next one to level 4, meaning there's only 2 upgrades left on this one, and there goes the wave 40 boss this time down right here, which is definitely a little bit further than normal, but I'm hoping that's not really too big of a problem later on. Finally, by wave 42 though, we can get it to level 5, and by wave 45 we fully maxed out our second one. Now we only have 3 left to go, so now let's just start maxing out our third one. And already by wave 47 we can get it to level 3, and now we're 30 waves away from wave 50, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, there we go. Now we made it to wave 50, we already got our next one to level 5, meaning we're about to have 3 out of 5 maxed out in total. But on wave 6, or no, we're not on wave 50, well, I guess we are on wave 50, alright, what am I saying? Alright, there's the wave 50 boss, the giant smooth toilet. It has 9 million health on it, and this time it's gonna get fairly far, but luckily we should still be good to get it. As now it's down to 3, 2, 1 million health, and there it goes over this way. Yeah, but as soon as we took it out, we're right back to spawn feeling just like how it should be. And by wave 53, we can fully max it out. Let's double try to max out one more before it skips to wave 60, which should honestly be possible. So it's level 2 by wave 53. By wave 54, we can get it to level 3. By wave 56, we can get it to level 4. By wave 58, we can get it to level 5. And hold up, whoa, why are enemies getting all the way over here? Okay, we definitely need to start maxing out our Executioner and Speaker Man because of that, because I definitely don't want to be losing anytime soon. So yeah, we ended up placing both over that way, and we'll just get both of them to level 3 right away, just like that. But I'm not so sure if that's going to be enough to actually stop the enemies from leaking on by. Yeah, no way, we're already dead by wave 61. That's going to be so sad if that's the case. Anyway, we did end up making it to wave 60, so that's somewhat good. But yeah, dang, we are just barely hanging on by a thread. I'm not even going to lie, this is really close. We already got both of our Executioner and Speakerman to level 4 though, and now enemies are back over here once again, and now the front skeleton toilet is in the front. And this time it's going to get a lot further than the giant smooth toilet did, and in fact, yeah, wow, it's still all the way over here. But finally over this way, we got it down to its last 15 million health, 10 million health over that way, 5 million over here, and dang, yeah, it's going to be really close whether or not we are able to get it, but it seems like just barely we are able to take it out. Very cool. Yeah, wow, that was actually extremely close. It looks like we are finally dead within the next few seconds though, if I were to guess. As now we're 3 waves away from wave 70, but enemies, yeah, okay, yeah, we're so dead here. No way we're able to take out both of these scientist souls, that of which have a combined health of 15 million, and yeah, they're barely taking any damage anymore either. We should still be good to at least make it to wave 70, but we're definitely not going to make it past wave 70, as now we're 2 waves away from wave 70, 1 wave away, and boom, now we can get our Celestial Speakerman to level 6, but it's just not going to make a big enough difference. Yeah, I mean, here we go. We're able to do some damage to them, so maybe just barely we're able to take them out. Oh, wait, actually, wait, hold on. We actually are going to be able to take them out, I think. Yeah, now there's only one scientist soul, and wait, come on, nice. We were able to take them both out. Very cool. Yeah, that was definitely extremely close for sure, but now we have even more enemies getting all the way back here, too. So it seems like we are able to make it to wave 70. We're just definitely not going to be able to get wave 70 on our loading screen, or I guess on our losing screen. As, yeah, finally the first few enemies are leaking on by. It's actually a total of like 10 combined toilets in total, but yeah, GG's right then and there. 64 ways to beat him with the basic units. I mean, I guess it's not horrible, but it definitely could have been better. And yeah, after both games, we'll definitely have a leaderboard up on screen for how far each one got, and right now the basic units are in first place with 64 waves beaten. Next on the list though, it's definitely time to move on to all of the Evolve team. So let me just hop over to partner experiments to do this. I'll be right back. Yeah, here we go. Now we're running in partner experiments, and as you can see from yesterday's video, we already do have the 3-star evolution. But now what we need to do is get every single unit to max stage, or not max stage, but equip every single unit that has a max stage on it. So there's the Hunter evolution equipped, the Cross Speaker Woman, the Headless TV, and finally the Speaker Ship fully equipped it out just like, come on, wait, alright, wait, what the heck? Speaker Ship. Yeah, there it is. There's the entire team equipped once again. And let's just see exactly how far this team can get on Endless Mode one last time. Here we go. Yep, you know the drill. We'll do the exact same start as last time too, so I'll just see you guys once we play start on a starting unit as well. See you guys too. And this time I just decided to skip until when we have every single farm maxed out, so now we can definitely start placing on all 5 of these speaker ships once again. And yeah, now that I'm looking at it, this unit literally does not change in design whatsoever. It's the exact same. That'll be a little bit late for sure, but we'll still place down the rest of them right away either way. So there's all 4 placed. And by wave 11, we fully maxed one out. Wave max that does 2,250 damage, has 75 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. But now we can definitely start maxing out the other 4, or I guess the other 3 that we have left. So by wave 13, we maxed out 2 out of 5, 2 out of 4. And by wave 15, we maxed out 3 out of 4. And by wave 17, we maxed out our final one. Yep, now we can definitely start maxing out all the headless TV mans just like last time, and we'll actually place them basically in the exact same spot as last time too. So there's the 5 placed. And there's our first one maxed out. We maxed out these ones do 17,500 damage, have 75 range, and then a 0-second cooldown too. There's 1 out of 5 maxed, 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and finally 5 out of 5. Yeah, now that all of those are maxed out, we can definitely start working on all of these cross speaker women right here. I have just like last time too, we'll place down all of them over this way, and this is really the only unit that changes in design from what it seems. Who knows though, maybe the other ones will be added in for design later on, I don't really know, but either way what I do know is that we are going to place down all 5 just like that over this way. And already by wave 24 we can max out 1 out of 5 just like that. We max out this one does 7,250 damage, has 50 range, and then a 0-second cooldown though. There's 1 out of 5 max, as well as 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and finally 5 out of 5. Yep, now that we have the 3 most basic units maxed out this round, we can definitely start placing the rest of the Hunter Mutant Astros right away. And since we maxed out these ones get 60 range in total, I think we'll also place them over this way over here. Sorry, we're actually placing 5 of them in total, so there's all 5 of them placed. And there's our first one to level 2. And boom, now we also made it to wave 30. We can also get it to level 3. And yep, there's the wave 30 boss, this time dying over this way. That actually ended up giving us enough money to get it to level 4 though. 5. And finally by wave 37, we fully maxed it out. We maxed it does 44,000 damage, has 60 range, and then a 0-second cooldown. But now we're 3 waves away from wave 40, and we're heavily spawn killing, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to max out the rest of them easily. Yeah, now we're only 2 waves away from wave 40 though. 1 wave away, and bang, now we finally made it to wave 40. Yep, this is the wave 40 boss just like last time, this time with 1.9 million health, this time dying right here. Finally by wave 45, we fully maxed out our second one. Yeah, the damage is definitely helping out quite a lot though. Typically by now we were kind of getting enemies all the way over here, but still they're being spawn killed for the most part. But now we're 30 waves away from wave 50, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and bang, now we finally made it to wave 50. On wave 50 though, we have the giant Smoothole to defeat with 9 million health. And this time it's gonna die a lot quicker than last time, this time dying all the way over here, right about this spot, compared to last time where it died on this corner right here. By wave 53 though, we finally maxed out 3 out of 5. And finally by wave 60 on the dot, we fully maxed out 4 out of 5. Yeah, now there's only 1 left to max out, and enemies are starting to get somewhat far, but they're still basically dying over here. And this is actually the final boss that we were able to take out last time around, that time when it got all the way over here. This time though, it's gonna die fairly easily as it's already down to 10 million health, 5 million, 3, 2, 1, GG over this way, easy. And finally, by wave 67, we have every single one to level 6. Yeah, now we're 30 waves away from wave 70, and we'll definitely place down the 2 Celestial Executioner Speakermans back here to max out these ones after these. So yeah, by wave 67 we placed both, and now we're 2 waves away from wave 70. But unfortunately we did reach the placement cap, so we can't place any more down for now, and instead we just need to focus on max out both right away. We'll definitely upgrade them as efficiently as possible by starting to get both of them to level 3, then 4, then from level 4 to 6. But now we're 1 wave away from wave 70, and bang, now we finally made it to wave 70. On wave 70 we have the giant turkey tool, and last time we actually weren't able to defeat this boss. In fact, this is where we died around last time too. But this time we can actually get a decent amount of upgrades into our Executioner Speakerman, as both are already level 4 as you can see here. And finally it's actually starting to take some damage, as now it's already down to 10 million health. But now enemies are already starting to approach this corner too. And finally at last, there it goes all the way over this way. Wow, that took forever, but luckily we were able to defeat it. Well, okay, hold on, it still has a million off on it. But there it goes at last. Nice. Yeah, it took 6 whole waves to defeat, which is definitely quite a lot of time, but at least we were able to defeat it at the end of the day. So it's definitely safe to say that evolved units are definitely a good amount better, but now we just need to figure out exactly how much better they actually are. We can already get our first Executioner Speakerman to level 6, and I'll start upgrading the level 4 one to level 6 as well. And now we're already 3 waves away from wave 80, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and dang it, finally the first few enemies are starting to approach this corner. Luckily some of the units still do barely reach over here, but as we saw towards the end, it was barely taking any damage. Yeah, it's definitely safe to say that within the next few waves, we are most likely dead. But we somehow, someway ended up making it to wave 80 just barely. And yeah, there's the wave 80 boss, the flying dual, or no, it's the, what's it called? The dual cargo tool boss. So yeah, there it is right then and there with 10 million health. But it looks like we are dead before we even able to take it out, as there's a frost skeleton tool in the front with 16 million health still. Yeah, luckily we are gonna get it below 10 million health. And 5 million, 3, 2, 1, and wait, no way, we actually are able to take it out still. Nice. But dang, now we have another interceptor astral tool still with 5 million health over here. And now it's outside the range of everything, meaning it's not taking any more damage. Luckily, we have both of these Celestials to level 6. So maybe, just maybe, we can deal enough damage to still take it out. In fact, yeah, it looks like that's going to be the case. Nice, there it goes. Now we just need to get both of the Executioner Speakermen to level 7, but now we're actually able to take it the dual cargo tool right there. Oh wait, no, it still has 160,000 health on. Okay, there we go, it's right then. Okay, come on, 4,000 health, there it finally goes. Nice. Yeah, but there's both of the glitch tools, and wait, I've actually never died to the wave 80 boss. Wait, no way we're about to lose right now. Wait, are we actually about to lose to the wave 80 boss for the first time ever? Wait, no way. Wait, no shot. Wait, that's crazy. For the first time ever on this channel, we're literally dead to the wave 80 boss. That is insane. Yes, 77 waves beaten. I've literally never had that happen before. But yeah, here's the final leaderboard. Now we have the evolved units in first place with 77 waves beaten, and second place obviously does go to the basic units with 64. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this shorter video. If you did, definitely definitely make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as we're still trying to hit 300,000 subs on this channel by the end of the year. And thank you guys so much for watching all the videos recently. The support has been crazy, so thank you guys a ton. But yeah, I guess I'll just catch you in tomorrow's video very soon. Peace out, everybody. Don't forget to leave some video ideas down below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, peace out, everybody.